Consistent habits is what shapes our experience. So if you have the desire to experience spiritual development, you have to have a consistent habit of engaging with spirituality. Peace and blessings. My name is Trinity, and on this channel I'll talk about African spirituality and self-improvement. Today we're going to talk about what is the best spiritual routine, right? And obviously, there's not a one size fits all for everybody, because we're all here fulfilling different destinies. We all have different modes of operating. Consistent habits is what shapes our experience. So if you have the desire to experience spiritual development, you have to have a consistent habit of engaging with spirituality. The one thing that all human beings have in common is that we have this body and we have this earth that we live on, right? So what do we do with this? We can embrace our connection to nature, embrace our body's connection to nature, right? And I think the most simplest way that we can do this, that we've already probably been introduced to, is through the four fundamental elements, right, of nature: water, fire, earth, and air, right? So for the continuation of this video, I'm going to go through each element and give you recommendations based on what works for me, what I like to do, right? But ultimately, you will have to explore and try for your own to see what manifestation of each element works best for you and brings you the best results. When it comes to the element of water, hot tea and herbal baths, right? Hands down, some of my favorite things to do, right? I'm a water sign, so I think that element really connects with me. I pretty much drink tea every day, hot tea every day. So I get that daily stimulation of that warmth, kind of soothing me, right? Soothing my digestive system, activating my lymphatic system or the waste system of the body, right? Making sure that the fluids of the body are clear and with nutrients. And then when it comes to the herbal baths, it's something that I do pretty much every week after I have a session of prayer at my altar, right? And the spiritual bath, as either something that I rinse over my body or something that I soak into, is a way of solidifying or soaking in whatever intention I've set, right? Or whatever it is that I need. Water is the healing element, right? That is the element of healing, of cooling. When it comes to the element of fire, smudging and smoking, right? So when it comes to smudging, my favorites and pretty much the basics is Palo Santo and white sage. But I also like dragon's blood sage. I like blue sage. But the point here is to connect with that fire element. It's very cleansing. It is what you make it. So whatever your intentions are as you're using these things is important, right? It is about activating a change when it comes to the smudging, right? And when it comes to smokes, I'm referring to either herbal smoke blends or cigars is something that I really enjoy, right? So in terms of herbal smoke blends, again, the inhalation of the properties of these herbs when burnt into the lungs is a very quick way into the bloodstream, very quick way into my mind personally, right? I feel the change, immediately, right? Or fairly quickly, I should say. And then when it comes to cigars, is something about the spiritual nature of cigars, the earthiness of them, that really helped me connect to this concept of the ancestral realm and just to feel more grounded. When it comes to the element of earth, sticks and stones is what I like, right? Crystals. And crystals is something I pretty much carry with me or wear on me every day. But one of my favorite things to do with crystals is to work with mojo bags, right? Or a collection of crystals consecrated within some form of sack or bag. When I think of crystals and earth, if there's something that I want solidified or that I want to exist over a long period of time, that's when I use earth. That's when I tap into earth. Stability, sustainability. When it comes to water and fire, these things are about moving energy around, right? And about activating or clearing and rinsing energy around. But earth is stable, right? And when it comes to the air element, prayer, breath, meditation, right? Air is very important. Without oxygen, you lose consciousness, right? So the nature of the spirit is very much tied to air, and the power of the word, right? These sounds, or these sound waves, or these air pockets that leave and vibrate from, our vocal cords with a particular thought in mind, are very powerful. They say that, death is in the power, or death and life is in the power of the tongue, right? But then to meditate and to breathe intentionally also goes hand in hand with that process, right? The point here is clarity. The word of your ancestors, your higher self, God, whatever your concept may be for like a higher force, right, that guides us. Your ability to receive and interact with depends on this element of thought and word and sound. That is what keeps the air clear. And all of these work together, right? So I move through all of these things pretty much every week, and it just helps me stay in the habit of spirituality. So what I encourage each of you to do is, no matter what spiritual, tradition or religion or philosophy that you may have about life, explore nature. Just explore the different elements of nature, how they make you feel, what aspects of them speak to you the most, and just begin exploring. That's the most important thing. And the goal of any spiritual routine is to consistently attune your psyche and your nervous system to your desired state of peace, clarity, and stability, right? Prosperity, etc. With that said, I'm wishing everybody a productive, week, month, year, spiritually. And I'm wishing you much luck and progress as you identify what your spiritual routine may look like, what spiritual routine may look and work best for you. Ashe.